I guess I muted it. Cool. All right, at least it didn't like reset itself, right? Okay. So we will be diving into more Fontaine Story Quest today, since I didn't get to do it yesterday, and hopefully my connection behaves itself. But I was doing a little testing on my main earlier. I went in, did my artifact run in the emblem domain, whatever. But I wanted to see how Lanyan compared to Sitlali. Right now, shield wise, Sitlali is going to be stronger. Her talents are leveled. She's also level 90 versus Lanyan being level 60 and having level 1 talents. That is mainly because I don't have any diligent books and I can't fire them until Friday. So her shield's not really the thing I'm looking at, but it's Arlecchino's damage. In part, I thought I was doing something kind of incorrect with Sitlali because she needs to have a reaction, or she needs to trigger a reaction to trigger Cinder City. So the way I've been doing the rotation has been Xingqiu first, then Bennett, then Sitlali. And this is just to give Arlecchino a little bit more time in Bennett's circle. In theory, I could trigger off of just Xingqiu and be fine and have Bennett go last. We could try that and just keep it all the way through up there. But I just wanted to run through a couple things, a couple runs with you guys and just see if I'm seeing things. Because I've done this a couple times earlier this morning, and it feels like Lanyan is faster. So standing inside the Bennett buff with Lanyan, and I have her on Thrilling Tales, Arlecchino has a 4100 attack. And I'm wondering if that is better than what Sitlali is providing with Cinder City and stuff. Hi, honey. How you doing? I'm going to be doing testing with Arlecchino for a few. So if you notice something, let me know. All right, so we go how I was doing it before. 1, 2. That was pretty quick. I didn't see the time when I actually started that. That was unfortunate. But the reason I bring it up is because that was still pretty quick. Both teams can kill this within less than 30 seconds. So I was saving the 30-second videos onto my PlayStation, and it looked like Lanyan's team killed it faster. All right, so you want me to do the rotation as Arlecchino, obviously, because she sees 0. Benny, Sitlali, and then Xingqiu, taking away the pyro. Okay, so my only issue with doing Bennett first, and we can do that. We'll go and do that. My only issue with doing Bennett first is that I feel like I'm losing time in his circle.
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, you already got yours. Cool. Okay, let's see. Let's try doing it that way. I think that's how I was doing it the first time around when I first started using Sitlali. You could do him second if you want more uptime on the circle. So, okay. So let's do... So it would have to go... I would have to do Bennett at that point because Sitlali needs to react. So... Yeah, let's just do it this way. Let's do Arlecchino, Bennett, then Sitlali, then Xingqiu. I am probably going to screw this up.
Transfixed. I'm going in. Let's light it up.
Oops.
Eat Papa. Get him. Get to work. Ring cutter.
Yeah, Bennett's circle's already gone. So in this instance, would it be better to actually have the double pyro or the triple pyro here and not worry about the vaping? That could be. That's something I didn't actually try. So now we'll just do the first two teams and then we'll worry about throwing in like Zhangling. Because again, this is new territory for me. I usually just run Burning with Emily and Zhongli here. So Sitlali definitely gave me stuff to think about. So now we'll run Lanyan. And again, Lanyan is on Thrilling Tales. She's level 60, but she has level 1 talent. So her shield's going to be Jack. Also, her other stats are kind of Jack because she just stole Sucrose's stuff. And
Doesn't matter where, I'll be there.
you're too perky. I need more
Staring
coffee to
into
deal
my
with you.
eyes
Oh,
is ill-advised.
I have bursts already. I can go.
Promise you'll like what you see.
And this is without you using Lanyan's burst. I don't know if I absolutely have to use her burst outside of it giving more damage. But it's pretty much the same thing. We'll go in with... Yeah, I think I can do it this way. But we'll see.
Laid bare. Know my sword. Witness the power of teamwork is dreamwork. Huh?
Oh, her attack drop. But yeah, inside the Bennett circle with Thrilling Tales, she has a 4100 attack. And from the little videos I did earlier, it felt like she was doing it faster than Sitlali. Do you need to burst with Sitlali? I think I do. Let me see. What is... Game. Thank you. It's extra damage. So I think if I was running a melt team, that I would need to do her burst. So I might not actually have to. So we could try doing it without her burst.
Go.
Leave me alone.
All right, you drunkard. Oh, no, I need burst for the boys.
Let's light it up. Yeah.
All right, so I don't have her burst, so we won't worry about it since we're just trying to see how fast this goes without it.
Overruled.
All right, I'm still gonna do
Rim
this.
cutter. Everybody stand back.
Okay, that almost seemed about the same as Lanyan's. Is everything down off of Silali? No, it shields up. I just need to make sure I'm getting the Cinder City buff. I do not need to correct that. Yep. It would help if I got my burst. Hang on.
Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Huh? Off we go.
let's try it the other way. Let's go blam, blam. Oh, right. I did that wrong. It's fine. Yes, I have it. All right, let's redo that. All right, so that did make it so I had it. I just meant to do Sit Lolly first and then Sing Cho, and I screwed it up. Ooh, the spear looks cool. It's all glowy. All right, try this again.
Overruled.
All right,
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's
Bennett, Sit Lolly.
let me weave you a verse. Know my sword.
All right, now I actually should check this. Because now it seems like it's almost the same-ish. So instead of Sing Cho, we're just gonna go
Just sharpen my spear.
Monopyro. Also, I did get a new piece. I put it on Zhangling because it was almost another 50 CV, not quite. And it was the feather. So once again, the feather was close, but I got one roll in attack percent, unfortunately. But it was technically better than what she had. Lost a little bit of crit rate, not a big deal. A little bit of attack, but she got more ER. You do have your burst. All right. So now we can just go in with Arlie, probably Zhangling, Bennett, and then finish out with Sit Lolly and then go back to Arlie. Let's see just how fast this goes.
Transfixed. You're toast. Booba, get them. I'm going in. Get to work. Show no mercy.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That wasn't bad. Why isn't the change party thing on the damn wheel? Check out Lanyon.
Coming.
All fire all the time. And it looks like it's just Zhangling that needs her burst. That's fine.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Ha. Ha. Race you.
You could put change party on the wheel. I figured you can, but it should be there by default. Alright, so blam,
Eat this. Nice and
blam.
spicy. Everybody stand back. Butterfly. Yeah. Dancing in the wind.
Well, that exploded.
Out of the frying pan. Adventure. Closing in.
I don't necessarily need Lanyon's burst, so Lana's buffing Giga's damage too in this party. Is she? Yeah, I don't need to hold the damage. VV shreds pyro. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then C6 jangling is shuttering the pyro resistance too. No wonder it went down so fast. All right, so that went really quick. So let's... I'm gonna keep doing that. Bring back Sitlali.
I'm never late.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
You're toast! Nice and spicy! Fulfill our pact! Show no mercy! I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Hmm. I think actually doing mono pyro is the best way to go for early. Like the vapes are good and all, but I think I would need Yelan because doesn't Yelan do a buff, an attack buff, for that to even be beneficial? Because even Lanyan would give an attack buff here. Oh, I should probably just try this for the hell of it. Is it pointless? Absolutely.
Let's hit the town! Off we go! Flip and fly! Yeah.
Is it still the... No, it's not.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Fulfill our pact! Show no mercy!
Still fast, but obviously Zhangling did way better there.
Just sharpen my spear!
Yeah, I think this is kind of the way to go. Because I feel that this actually was much faster than with Sing Cho. All right, one more for the road, just to see. C2 land, I think the team would be safer. Absolutely. I'm hoping I can actually pull on Arlie's banner to try to get some constellations for Lanyan just to see. Because, like, for anyone thinking that I might have made a mistake in getting Sitlali and even getting her C1, it's not. Even if I don't use her with Arlecchino, I can use her with Nuvolette. So it's not a total wash.
Laid to bear.
Out the frying pan! Everybody stand back! Huh? Shot!
Yeah, I think that's much faster than Sing Show. Alright, that's how we'll deal with it for now. Well, I'm already here. I might as well look to see if they're up. And we'll just reset them tomorrow. Seriously, Arlie? Was I not, like, hitting them or something? Thank you, Bennett. Giga bigging Giga. I mean, I did put a little bit more work into her. I mean, I did go and get the cash for her when I originally started, and then because I was farming for Sing Cho, I got some stuff for her. Hell, I could probably now change that feather over to her if I feel like it. I should check her stats, actually. I have more than enough of these for Risley. But I want more. To show him I care so he comes home when I pull for him. She's a great unit. Nothing wrong with using great units. Exactly. Exactly. Trying to remember the original team I used her on before I got Arlecchino, because I was using her with Arlie. Oh, it was Navia. I use her with Navia. Yep. Yeah, so she provides additional like shred, so I ain't gonna complain. Her Pyronado lasts freaking forever. I'll check her stats once we're done with the artifact route. Why? I did not touch that. Why you do, game? Yeah, I was just testing around and playing around with this morning, and I kid you not, the two things I have recorded, Lanyon's group did it in like 15 seconds, where it took like 21, I think, for Sitlali's. And the shielders were the only difference. That's why I'm like, why do I think I'm using Sitlali wrong? Because the answer I might have been.
Nice and spicy.
Did I scare you?
I'm going in. You're toast. Show no mercy.
I can still. Let me try.
Oh, PlayStation, why? My frames. I don't care if you do that right now on my main. Just don't do that while I'm doing cutscenes, please. Yeah, I might as well see what I have on Sing Cho that I can flip over to Zhangling if I'm not going to use him right away. I don't care if I have to flip artifacts around people. Eventually, I would like everybody to have their own thing. But I am well aware that's like a multi-year commitment to actually be able to do something like that. Hell, I only have 10 pieces of VV total. Because all of the ones I had were pretty crappy. But honestly, if you didn't have Sitlali, Lanyan 100% with Arlecchino. I'm not above using Thrilling Tales. But if I felt that I really needed shield strength, I definitely would try to find a attack catalyst. I just wish there was another buffer that does what Benny does without the circle. Benny could use a nap. Now, the only other variant I probably could have tried just to see what would have happened is putting in Pyro Traveler instead of Zhangling. I still think Zhangling would come out on top. Not gonna lie. Well, my ratio is pretty good on the Traveler. But I also think that would mean I could flip Sit Lolly to like, what is it, Tenacity? Is it Millilith? That's the other stat that people have been using on her. And then put Cinder City over on the Traveler. But unfortunately, even to attempt that build, I would kind of need EM pieces on Tenacity, and I do not have any of that shit. Blah, 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 blah.
Transfix. Fulfill our pact. You two. Time to.
And we all that to Giga. Giga and Woba. She killed him on the stairs. He didn't even stand a chance to come down. He's just like, I'm staying up here. And Arlecchino went, uh-uh. Did you try the Kaya version against the... I did not. I can do that after this. I have not tested Kaya since I originally got Sitlolly. So we can try the Kaya variant. I might need to get his burst. Haha, you didn't see me. So yeah, we'll try Kaya after this. I would love to be able to use my Kaya. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I had another one of those wraps today that I made yesterday. Oh, still so good. I'm definitely gonna have to get more of that salmon. I don't know if I would have the slaw mix on hand all the time because it doesn't take a heck of a lot to make it. And I don't want it to go bad. Get down. Why you do that? Hungry. Oh. Do you want me to make you one of those wraps when you get home? It's delicious. No? Okay. Excuse me. Hiccupy. Your boss wants a word with you. No. Who is their boss now? Oh, they don't. The Wanderer. That is an excellent question. Because, yeah, the Balladeer technically would have been their boss for here, wouldn't it? Because he was the Harbinger. How many Harbingers are there? Was there supposed to be 11?
Return to the skies.
Who did Yai give the Gnosis to? "13. Isn't Child the third? I honestly don't remember. I know he's the lowest of the low. All right, so ideally I want the Kaya team to work, honestly, just to get the extra crit rate. If we run the double cryo. But of course we'll test it both with Lanyan and with just Lolly as well. Ye gave the Gnosis to Skara to save the Traveler. Firefly! Who did she give it to now that he has it? Actually, wait. Didn't Nahida have it? And gave it to the doctor? Because she takes the Gnosis from Skara after you beat him. I'm gonna need to get used to seeing Zhangling's other skin for her portrait. She had it because Skara used the power on the mecha.
Overruled. Fulfill our pact.
I would like to report Ifatui Harbinger on some murder charges. And maybe some arson. Are you serious? From all the way down there? I don't know. Did that tingle? Should have just walked away. Now you're just added to the body count. The events happen, the memories of the person are gone. So who do you think she get? Oh, you know, I kind of hope they touch on that. Yeah, he done fucked up and erased everybody's memory of him. Now the timeline doesn't flow correctly. Okay, we're over here. Actually, how fast is ice bridging? Oh, can you not ice bridge? Not really. Okay. I was thinking, oh, she's a catalyst user. She could probably ice bridge pretty good. Nope. Nope, she cannot. And burn. What do we got up here? Summoning.
Transfixed. Everybody stand back. The more, the merrier. Get to work. Look at me. Just once more.
That was fun. All right, and this one should be empty, right? Correct. All right, so we're done with that. Let me flip in Kaya. Kaya instead of Giga. Where are you, Kaya? There you are.
This will be interesting.
And you do need a traverse. All right. So we pick on the thing outside. That's fine. Mew. Hey. All right, let's see what this looks like. So probably Kaya. Well, Bennett, Sitlali, and then Kaya, probably.
Dodge this. Ha! 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 Cool it. Ah! Ha! Ha! Freeze.
Thank you. They're nothing but crumbs. Yeah, Kaya to Sitlali. Well, no, it's Kaya, Bennett, Sitlali. Okay.
This moment will be frozen in time. Come on.
I'm going in.
Oh, jeez. I think that's a double, the crit popping in. What is the crit for? I don't even remember where I would see that. What is the crit rate for double cryo? Double crit. I wish it was just double crit. Do Kaya last? All right, so it's got to go Bennett, Sitlali, Kaya.
What's the hurry? Ha! Freeze! Ha! 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 Cool it! Ha!
That sounds right. I was gonna say it's 12 or 15. I know it's at least in double digits.
Overruled. Everybody stand back. Fulfill our pact.
Don't get frostbite.
I felt faster the other way. Let me do it again the other way. Like I said, it felt faster, but we'll see.
Dodge this. Ah!
Let's light it up.
Ha! Cool it. Ha! Ha! Ha!
All right, so I did it the other. I did Kaya first the last time when I did it. So let me just say. Check her stats. 65. I think that's what she had before. Pretty sure. We'll check it again when we go into combat just to see if it changed. All right, let me just. It's aggroed. I'm in combat. No, still 65. All right, so I did Kaya first.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
I did not mean to burst.
Show no mercy.
Okay, yeah, Kaya would need to go. Oh my god, that was a terrible run. All right, Kaya would need to go first anyway because of the duration of his burst. Right again.
Let's light it up. Yeah. Sha. Ha.
Early stat after the kill. Okay. If it's not 65, then she might have 62. So, yeah. All right, let's see. All right.
Transfix.
Early, Bennett, Lolly,
Show no mercy.
Kaya.
Frostbite. Dodge this.
65. All right. Let's take out Kaya for a second. That's not terrible. All right, where's Jingling?
Just sharpen my spear.
Did you have 62 before? 65. Huh? No, that was her normal. What?
Ready when you are.
I'm checking her pyro damage buff. Yeah, go into. I'll check the VOD. Okay. But Kaya seemed pretty good here. I know it's just difficult to melt with Arlecchino. Because supposedly you have to like stagger her hits, which is just dumb. Don't do that. I feel like you're wasting time if you do that.
Benny's adventure team.
Is it in the... Yeah, let's put that in the character archive. I don't remember where I see that information. I think it shows it during in the Abyss, but I don't remember where the other part of it is. The Cinder City buff goes into the pyro damage buff. Yeah. That's. I've seen it go to 100%, and I've seen it go to like 80. So I think I'm seeing it in intervals. So Kaya's still not a bad option either, since I have Sitlali. Party setup screen has elements. There we go. Affected by electro for 40% less time. Increases crit rate against opponents that are frozen or affected by cryo by 15%. So it is 15, but for some reason, is it because the cryo is not being like heavily applied? It's just pyro, and that's why I'm not getting it? I mean, that could be. Like, I could probably. I'm. All right, let me see. I might be having it on the first hit. Stop selecting the meat. There's a sentence.
Cool it. Dodge this.
Because I don't think Bennett is applying enough cryo. Cryo. Pyro. I know what element Bennett is. Might not show on stats. It's possible. So, blam, blam.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
God fucking damn this wheel. I hate this wheel so fucking much. I just want to see the crit. Correct. It doesn't show it. By the way, still killed it, even though I was sitting there like an idiot. So, Kaya is also a possibility outside of Zhangling. What is your off piece, Kaya? It's your goblet, right? Yeah. My not so good cryo goblet. So there's a ton of possibilities I can do with Arlie. I can vape, I can melt, and I can just go mono pyro. So we'll see what tickles my fancy, what I find that goes a little bit better. Originally, that just started out with Lanyan, because Lanyan just seemed like she went a little bit faster, because being inside the Bennett buff plus Thrilling Tales gave Arlecchino 4100 attack. And I'm like, is that better than getting the Shred or what I'm getting from Sitlali? And the answer probably is no.
What could
But
the children be up to?
so yeah, the answer I feel is maybe no, but as Forrest pointed out, if I got C2 Lanyon, the shield might be worth it to protect Arlecchino. And then you get the VV Shred, you get Thrilling Tales, and at that point, I probably would use Zhang Ling and do another, the shredding from that, getting more pyro, and blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of possibilities, and I'm going to have to play around a little bit more and see what feels good. Kaya felt good there, but I remember originally when I was trying to do Kaya and Sitlali, Sing Cho came out on top. So again, it might just be situational, even though that was my punching bag for the same testing too. So, I don't know. But I will be right back. I am going to change to the second account. I will hopefully try to do the artifact route very, very quickly. We'll condense resin, and we'll jump into some Fontaine stuff. So, BRB. All right, we are back. All right. Let's quickly do this. Get our friendship.
Add Astra.
And it would help if I claimed. Every time. There we go.
Add Astra. Thank you for complete.
All right. And like I said, we do need the fodder on this account, so I am going to go and do that really quick, and then we will at least start the next part of Fontaine. I make no promises of how far we're going to get. There we go. But like I said, we need the fodder. We're probably gonna need more at some point too, but I'll take stocking up on some fodder to roll some artifacts. And it's not 1 o'clock yet, so you know what? Oh right, I did that super late, didn't I? Because the other stuff ran long. Well, so much for that idea. We're going down here. Are we at the Spina? Yeah, we gotta go to the Spina. I should probably load back up the quest.
There's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us, as promised. Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax.
That's what you
Why
think.
don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
If we wanted to rest, couldn't we pick somewhere with a decent view instead of the sewers?
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base?
The truth, Paimon.
Oh, fine, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Fair enough. Just don't spoil the ending for me this time.
Yippee! Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy. Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. Whew. It's actually pretty good.
You just finished it? You're a pretty slow reader, Paimon. I'm gonna say that was fast. It took one black screen.
No! Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Nope, never heard of her.
Huh? Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
Unless I'm fishing.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Nourrillet wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Nivelette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Nourrillet in person.
If you say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Doggo, when did you get there? Alright, we are going to... I swear to God. We'll grab his quest later. What is this shiny over here? Book? Book. Alright, anything shiny in Nouvelette's office? Hey! Nouvelette, do you have anything shiny?
Nivelette! We're here! Did you want to see us about something?
Voice down, Paimon.
Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
Paimon, don't be rude. I will kick you out of here and make him my new partner.
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this. If I'm understanding you correctly, the Snezhnayan Harbinger known as the Knave has essentially requested a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan Harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Our new Valette.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party. I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina? Lady Farina?
Oh, yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable.
They do look good.
To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you. Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Nuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui Harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice. Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The knave showed up already? Well, Linny did say that father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Linny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Please be careful, Nicolette. The knave won't be easy to deal with.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the knave.
Could the knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the fortress of Meripede, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Disappeared? Did he escape?
The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the fortress of Meripede. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meripede and investigate Child's disappearance. This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Why do you want us to go? Wouldn't it be more convenient to have an official from Fontaine do this?
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the Fortress of Meripede.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meripede is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress during your detention. This will save us a lot of unnecessary trouble. So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Since you're in a tough spot.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Meripede's entrance on Erinius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Oh, right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it too late to back out?
You didn't even consider the fact we'd be prisoners? We've already agreed, Paimon. Just accept it.
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's more like it! Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find! We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month! Your treat!
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
Seriously, I'll ditch Paimon for you.
Oh, no need to thank me for it. Just be sure to enjoy it.
Cake! Gotta climb the door. That's how I get out. I think I can just fly down from here. From the steam bird.
Paimon will have that, and that. Oh, and one of those too? No Fonta, thank you.
You ordered a lot. Didn't you just finish eating the cake that Nuvolette gave us?
That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we were about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty.
Louder, Paimon.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropide. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey! You can't hear a taste! And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him. But he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. And as long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meropide. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
No way! We would never! We're just going there to...
Achoo!
Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret.
We're going to serve our sentences and redeem ourselves for spoiling the ending of a detective novel in Plubbook.
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious?
See, I told you, Paimon. You didn't even think anything of it at the time.
Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that
And now I'm
case,
going to
it's
jail.
nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. All right, there's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Meropide, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare. On top of that, the Fortress of Meropide has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
At least it's not my money.
Oh, Paimon's so full. Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going. Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
I had no idea you could eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
All right, so the opera epiclese. Before I do that, I don't think I got anything new, right? For that? No, I was 4 off of being able to do that.
Let's fly.
The truth is, we're being arrested because I have a flying gun. Oh, isn't there like... Yeah. Psych, not going to jail. I don't remember if I got any of the chests around here. I'm pretty sure I did, because I do remember climbing on the stuff. Whoop. Hi, Nuvalet.
Alright, Nervalet, we're ready. Is this where the entrance is?
You have come, just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the fortress of Meripede from Araneus. Careful. You may want to step back a bit.
Whoa! So you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the fortress of Meripede is naturally the perfect place to confine and guard criminals. But do not worry. It is not nearly as frightening inside as you may think. You will see for yourselves once you are down there.
Paimon hopes you're right. Don't know about you, but just thinking about being at the bottom of the sea like that gives Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Writhsley. He's a very shrewd fellow.
Yeah, we heard about him too. He's that Duke, right?
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate at my behest, it would behoove you to avoid any confrontation with him or any of his subordinates. The Duke rarely ever leaves the fortress of Meripede, but that does not mean he is not privy to all that is happening inside and outside the fortress. He is quiet, but not unaware, so please bear that in mind.
The Duke Risley. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. That's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Good. Madeline!
I'm here, Monsieur Nervalet. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry, they won't escape on my watch.
Like,
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork for entering the Fortress of Meripede.
Wait, involvement in other quests. What the hell is... Continue current quest. I didn't realize I had something active that involved the Fortress of Meripede.
are we already underwater now? Huh. So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Nervalet personally requested I escort these two convicts. I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well now, aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment? And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I finished transferring you. You two will register here, and Marette will guide you through the remaining procedures.
Yep, I'll take it from here. You head on back to that bright and sunny world above. Okay, let me see. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
That's right.
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Let's see. You two are charged with eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence: 45 days?
Good job, Nicolette.
Huh? Wait, you mean the cake that Nervalet gave us was...
He made a charge out of it.
Just looking at the charges, it seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble. And considering how fond Lady Furina is of sweets, this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Archon herself.
You flatter us.
Now I've seen everything. Anyway, we still need to finish processing you before you can enter the Fortress of Meripede. Please stand in front of the board over there. I'll take your mug shots with my camera.
Oh, all right. But be sure to catch Paimon's good side.
And we're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Next, someone will be along to guide you inside the fortress. Please be sure to cherish this opportunity for rebirth.
Huh? Rebirth? Isn't that a little much? We're only gonna be here for 45 days!
You two are the new inmates, right? Follow me.
Oh, okay. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler.
Save it. Not like I'll remember your names. Move it.
I'm on a boat. Woo!
So, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here? Did Paimon already ask something she wasn't supposed to?
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me?
You sure don't seem like a guard. Why were you sent to bring us in?
This is exactly why I can't stand you fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Credit coupons?
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things. But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons. Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
So, credit coupons are a currency that can only be used here?
It's not as simple as that. Like Moret said, everyone gets a chance at rebirth. No matter how much money or power you had before, it means nothing once you set foot inside the Fortress of Meripede. You have to start over and earn your coupons. Everyone starts from the same place, and you have a chance at a new, less terrible life. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Oh, so that's what the Fortress of Meripede is like. Huh. Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a prison.
It certainly ain't all sunshine and roses here, but it's also not the worst place to be. You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while. After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
Have you ever seen the Duke? I don't care about Child. I'm not asking about him.
Why aren't you answering us again?
I've told you enough for free. Any more info is gonna cost you.
So all you care about is Mora! Wait, no. Coupons?
Almost there. It's down through here. Your turn to give it a try.
Alright, did that... Yeah, it activated on its own. Okay. Meh. Oh. Did you crash? I think... Oh, it's starting to. Oh my god. PlayStation. Yeah, it actually did. Alright, let's see if I can bring it back once it goes like that. Yep, mm-hmm. Alright, we're just about done for today too, but we'll at least try to do what it wants me to do, and it's not gonna let me. Yeah, I think it just crashed again. I somehow landed in the water. Hopefully we'll make this little part here, and then we'll call stream. We already have a waypoint active, so I can always just teleport in and out. But my immersion! Haha, they don't know I can escape.
So, we're going even deeper now? Just how deep down are we?
It's like a metaphor for your previous life, isn't it?
Our lives weren't that bad.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
What a thing to say in the Fortress of Meripede.
So this is the actual entrance to the Fortress of Meripede? Huh. It looks like there are other new arrivals, too. Oh, they sure don't look happy. Maybe we look too relaxed for fresh convicts.
Hurry up and think about something sad. You're probably the only one that doesn't fit in. Hurry up and think about something sad.
Oh, right. We're on someone else's territory now. We need to think of a good way to act like criminals to get by.
Stop saying that in an echo chamber.
If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us.
Seriously, don't say that in a place that echoes. If we ever get found out, then maybe we become criminals for real.
Hey, don't scare Paimon. Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this.
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but you wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
Someone important? Paimon doesn't think so. Wait, why are you suddenly trying to talk to us now?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so you just go on over there by yourselves. I've done my job, so good luck.
What was that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many Garderex around here?
Really not. Does this mean that...
They're already onto us?
Get ready to fight!
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These Gardemex aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard.
Second favorite character in this game, Risley. I love him.
When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardemex come and wait in formation.
Wait, you know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice. Quite fair.
So you must be...
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace. Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Oh, greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the Fortress of Meripede had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance?
No, he was a dick. It was okay. His attitude could use some work, though. He's taking great care of us. Splendid chap, really.
Outstanding. Well, Deacon, I recall we discussed fate during our last work meeting, I believe that fate will reward all those who take every aspect of their work in life seriously. When you return to your bunk, you'll find the guards have issued some extra credit coupons to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, and you too. I can't believe you gave me such praise. If you need anything in the future, anything, please, come find me anytime. No credit coupons necessary.
Well, I believe that concludes the introductions. We've already taken enough time here. Deacon, if you would.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my leave now.
Please, follow me. To make you feel more welcome, I'll show you around the various facilities of the Fortress of Meripede. I hope it'll help you adjust to life here.
He's going to personally give us a cure? Huh. Paimon can't figure out what this guy's thinking at all.
Let's just roll with it for now. But I hope he doesn't know too much already.
No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types. Alright, let's keep up with him.
So yeah, Risley actually is my second favorite character in the game, as well as in Fontaine. So I think my top three, funny enough, were all introduced in Fontaine. Nuvolat, Risley, and Arlecchino.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities. And being criminally inclined here at the fortress is just one of many ways to survive.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that? We're real criminals, you know. What if we're too difficult to handle?
Well, then maybe you'll be able to carve out a name and a place for yourselves in this underwater world, hmm? But before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meripede, it's better to not cause trouble for yourself or for the guards. Now, we've arrived at a very important place, the Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim one welfare meal each day.
Welfare meal? You mean it doesn't cost anything?
That's right. Criminals are essential to fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
With one meal a day.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost you credit coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat. It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule. Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives. Nobody starves to death here.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade. But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live their lives. If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would only make things more difficult for me. So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede.
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but what I said is also true. Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here. You'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere else as fair and reasonable.
Right! Paimon sees your point. By that logic, this place doesn't seem so bad after all. Oh, wait, no. We shouldn't drop our guard so quickly. But it seems the inmates really respect the Duke because of his attitude, right? We should still try to verify the truth with our own eyes.
Let's continue this way.
Oh. Is that right behind me? Here's the thing about the Fortress of Meripede. It's very twisty-turny. Vegetables. Alright, so that must be above me. Alright. Or they're not showing at this point? Because that should be like right here.
This place is known as the Pancration Ring. Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them. So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons? Oh, what do you think, traveler? Interested?
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
In that case, I'll pass.
So, did you set this place up too?
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
That is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
Yeah, okay, it's on the next level, which is the same as this one. Oh, interesting. That one is on the same level I'm on, correct? Oh. Yeah, see, too many layers. Too many layers.
Take me up.
Huh? The joys of the jail's map. Yeah, I hate this. It looks like I need to go back up, I guess. I hate you. Where the hell is the elevator? Should be actually right here, right? Damn, this takes a long time. Fuck is it? There it is.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough, but taming the beast within is tougher.
And that's why you're in jail, Chaska. Okay, so this is the original spot that I was in. So does that mean I have to go up again? Let me see. You were just gonna take me down, aren't you? Yep, I hate the Fortresses map. So I need the single one that goes up. Like, of all the times that it's just like, okay, come follow where you're supposed to be, like, this was not one of them. Like, just have the game follow Risley. And then you can figure it out. Okay, so let's... Yeah, oh, look at that. Is this another elevator? What is this? It was Risley's office. Is this where I'm supposed to be? No, not yet. Okay. I'll just stay in here. He won't miss his tea. Will he? Yeah, it was the single one.
I want to go on a vacation with Galvana.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Jeez, that guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Sorry, forgive my manners.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later. In the Fortress of Maripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
The production zone? What does it produce? Is that where we'll be working?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons, if you have other skills, you can skip your shifts to earn them in other ways.
Wow. Wait, you're the manager of this place? And you're just telling us to our faces that it's okay to skip work?
The fact that the Fortress of Maripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof enough that most people are willing to work honestly and earn a stable income. As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines seen all over Fontaine originate from our workshop. Therefore, the Fortress of Maripede is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory. There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process now. You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow. Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
Oh, you really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace. Oh? Is something the matter?
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work tomorrow.
Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Sigewin.
Oh, then you must be here for those two.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Sigewin here is the Fortress of Merapede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Is there anything else? I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Well, this is our first time here. Paimon's not sure what to ask.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here. What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations?
Wow, it looks delicious! Neverlet made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day?
Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Oh, you mean the meals are random?
Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes to play here in the cafeteria.
Paimon knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure.
Excuse me, did I hear you mention Nervulette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health?
He seems healthy no matter how you look at him, but he works so hard all the time, so it must be really tiring.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Sigewin.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
No news is good news. Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you to accompany us.
But isn't the Fortress of Meropede independent from Fontaine's court system? What do you two have to discuss?
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this and that. Monsieur Nervulet's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and freely with him. Talking with him feels quite effortless. In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Neuvillette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal. After this, you two will just be inmates here. You're very welcome. Well, your new life awaits.
Now that I've gotten a good look at you two, I think you're very cute. After all, heavy is the head that wears the cutesy crown. I guess I just want to say, just take care of yourself and don't get hurt.
Are you finished eating? Then I recommend that you return to the dormitories and rest. You have work to do tomorrow. Perhaps you were hoping to ask for some special privileges? Sorry, you'll have to use credit coupons like everyone else. It's not as comfy here as you might imagine.
Grab yourself a welfare meal.
Let's fly!
The Traveler and Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to worry about is what to do and when to do it. Don't make any extra trouble for yourself. Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this! The days of staying home and reading detective stories are like a dream now. By the way, Traveler, we saw a lot of things worth investigating just now. Even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Neuvillette. We are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake, but we're actually here to help Neuvillette. Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Or is Paimon overthinking things? Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, "Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny." Yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Neuvillette empty-handed and say, "The dude looks scary, so we gave up." And besides, the Duke said that he was willing to go out of his way to show respect for Neuvillette, right? So, we at least need to try. But Paimon hasn't gotten a clue where we should start our investigation. You mean... Yeah, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Paimon almost spilled the beans when we ran into him. Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate. We worked so hard to help clear Linny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway! Oh, right! Linny and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth. They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too! notice it earlier. It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important. If you say so, we can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now. Hey, you're finally awake! Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up. Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
Hey, lazy bones! What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.